for the super lightweight world title showdown between longtime rivals Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I'm Chris Mannix, part of the DAZN broadcast team. The rivalry between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia dates back to the amateur days, when Devin and Ryan split 6 fights against each other. On April 20th, live at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, there'll be a rubber match, this time with a world title on the line, live worldwide on DAZN. Tickets will be available at the Barclays Center soon, so keep an eye on that in the coming days. Right now, I'm going to bring in the fighters. I'm going to introduce first the former interim 135-pound champion, one of the biggest stars in boxing today, and one of the purest punchers in the sport today, King Ryan Garcia.
That was very beautiful.
The man Ryan Garcia will face on April 20th is one of the most accomplished young fighters in the sport today. He is the former undisputed 135-pound champion, the current reigning and defending WBC 140-pound champion, the Dream, Devin Haney.
Yes, sir!
All right, well, in just a few minutes, I'm going to bring up the promoter of this event, Oscar De La Hoya, the chairman of Golden Boy Promotions, to introduce the fighters. But as I mentioned, this fight will be streamed live worldwide on DAZN. And DAZN closed 2023 with an unrivaled schedule. And this year is picking up right where it left off. Last month, Jaime Munguia secured one of the biggest wins of his career, stopping John Ryder. And just last week, Edgar Berlanga reestablished himself as a player in the 168-pound division with a spectacular knockout of Patrick McCrory. This weekend, Amanda Serrano will defend her 126-pound titles in her return to the island of Puerto Rico, with Jake Paul continuing his pursuit of a major fight, appearing on the undercard. And a little over 2 weeks' time, we will see the return of William Zepeda, one of the most exciting lightweights in all of boxing. And at the end of the month, Gilberto Ramirez will attempt to become a 2-division world champion when he takes on Arsan Goulamirian. All that action will lead into the 140-pound showdown between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia on April 20th. I want to welcome now the Vice President of Marketing for DAZN, Mr. Alfie Sharp.
Hi everyone. Thanks for being here today. Thanks, Chris. What an atmosphere it is in here. Fantastic turnout, and rightfully so. I'm going to keep this brief because I'm eager to hear from the fighters, as the whole world are. I will say this: DAZN is the global home of boxing. We put on the biggest events in the world with the biggest names. On April 20th, there's nothing bigger out there at the moment. We truly have the biggest stars on our platform. Back in December, I saw Ryan's electric return to the ring against Oscar Duarte as he dispatched the film with ease. Later that month, Devin Haney dismantled Regis Prograis and added another world title to his collection. This event in April slots in, as Chris said, to an already packed spring schedule. Amanda Serrano and Jake Paul return this weekend. Next week, we're over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Knockout Chaos. Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou on Friday, March the 8th. Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the World on May 18th. And huge domestic matchups in and amongst that. What a time it is to be a boxing fan. We at DAZN are incredibly proud, immensely proud to be delivering an unmatched schedule to our customers and sports fans around the world. But I'll leave you with this: we have two very special fighters. One unmissable night of boxing, April 20th, live worldwide, only on dazn. Thank you very much.
Well, as I mentioned, this is a grudge match between two longtime amateur rivals, but the WBC's version of a 140-pound title will be on the line. Devin Haney is a two-division WBC world champion, while Ryan Garcia has held an interim version of the WBC's 135-pound title. Here representing the WBC, please welcome Mauricio Sulaiman.
Buenas tardes, good afternoon. I'm so happy to be back in New York and to be present for what is going to be a trilogy. I see this fight going 2, 3, 4 times between these two young kids. I'm so happy to see Oscar de la Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, great promoters from Golden Boy with Eddie Gomez, to see Eric Kern from Matchroom, to see William Haney, and to see promoters working together. This is what we need in boxing. What we need is to see the greatest fights out there. Ryan and Haney have been in the merge of meeting each other for many years, but this is the right time for them to fight. They've gone the path very close, nearing to make it happen, but now it is April 20, Barclays Center here in New York. DAZN has grown to be the network of boxing. I'm very proud, very honored and thankful to DAZN for the work that they do every time to make boxing and put it in the map. These are two young kids with great social media following. I trust they will use that platform as their role models and they will behave properly in the lead up of this fight. You can say anything you want to each other. Just remember that kids are looking at you. Just remember that you are on the stage to make boxing proud and to make the WBC proud. I wish both the best of luck. God bless. And I'd like to thank especially Sandor Martin, the WBC mandatory contender, to understand the size of this fight and to accept to be part of them fighting each other. Wish you best of luck to both sides. God bless you. And may the best man win. Thank you so much.
Well, in 2019, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing made Devin Haney one of his first major U.S. signings. He guided him to his first world title, and just 2 months ago, promoted the fight that saw Devin become a two-division world champion. I'd like to invite up now the chairman of Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thank you, Ron. Firstly, what a great turnout here in New York. We just want to echo the words of Alfie and Maurizio about the unbelievable work that DAZN are doing in the sport of boxing. We made our move to DAZN a few years ago in America and recently in the UK. We saw the vision that they had to become the global home of boxing. And every weekend there is a mega fight from around the world. This is one of the greatest fights that could be made in the sport. We're fresh off Orlando, Oaxaca, got Japan coming up, and in just 10 days' time, on Friday, March the 8th, Anthony Joshua fights Francis Ngannou in Riyadh. This really is the unrivaled home of boxing. I just want to say particularly well done to Oscar and Bill for making this fight, and well done for Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, because without the fighters winning the biggest tests, we don't see fights like this happening. I see Mr. Garcia on his throne. He's a very handsome man, but this guy to the right, he's a different kind of breed. What Bill has done with Devin has been an incredible story of father and son. In the early days, paying for his fights in Mexico, probably for no purses. They hustled their way to get recognised, to get respected. And when we joined up with him in 2019, I met a man that was very special. In 2020, he told me to get in Vasily Lomachenko. I thought it was a terrible idea. He said, get me that fight. We chased that fight to the point where the WBC had no choice but to make him champion. It's not something he wanted to earn it against the best. And I'm so pleased now that he's getting the plaudits that he deserves. Because from there, after beating Jojo Diaz and Jorge Linares, he got the opportunity to go into the backyard of George Kambosos in Australia to become the undisputed champion. He then had to go back and do it all over again. Then he came back and he finally got his chance against Vasily Lomachenko. He chose that as a voluntary defense. Who does that? Who chooses Vasily Lomachenko as a voluntary defense? He did that. He moved straight up a weight class. He beats Regis Prograis in a shutout to become a 2-division world champion. And on April 20th, at the Barclays Centre, these two are not just fighting for the prestigious WBC world title, they're fighting really as the face of boxing. The face of boxing in years to come, because they're 25 years old. This is what's going to make this sport great. And these are two great fighters, but this man to my right, I think he might be unbeatable. I think he might be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport. And when you're as dedicated to the sport as he is, and when you do things right...
That's a crazy statement.
You know like that?
First statement, dude. Anybody's beatable. That's cap.
Anyone's beatable.
I like you.
I like you. But I back this man every day of the week and twice on a Sunday.
You don't gotta lie.
I don't lie. I just say.
You said you think he's unbeatable. I got you.
I do. I think he's unbeatable. But one thing I do is I respect you for taking this challenge, because you have proven time and time again you are willing to fight the very best in the sport, and that is great for boxing. But I will leave you with this: on April 20th, you will get an amazing card, and I'll see this man as being and still the WBC champion of the world.
Well, it was almost 30 years ago to the day that a young Oscar De La Hoya won his first world title, knocking Jimmy Breedall down 3 times en route to a 10th round knockout. A little old there, Oscar. Misty on that one. On April 20th, you'll watch the biggest star in his promotional stable attempt to become a world champion for the very first time. To introduce the fighters and their teams, please welcome the chairman and CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya.
Gracias. Thank you very much. And welcome to Fight of the Year. You have Devin Haney, who is an unbelievable talent, undefeated. He has worked his way up to becoming a major threat at 140 and at 135 and 147 if he decides to move up. But on the other hand, you have Ryan Garcia, who is willing to be the best, who is willing to take challenges. I mean, you have to think about this. Both fighters wanted this fight. When I was talking to Bill and Bill Haney Promotions, it was easy to make. We had a handshake deal in 10 minutes? When I talked to Ryan, he said, do it, let's go. I want to be great. I want to fight the best. I want to prove to the world, I want to prove to myself that I am the best. And here we are, in New York, the media capital of the world, the fight mecca. It's going down April 20th, and we're all excited. Are you guys excited? Let's go. If you guys didn't know, they fought 6 times already in the amateur, and they're 3-3. So this one does count. This fight here is, like they say, for all the marbles. This fight here is to see who the best fighter at 140 is. And the start of a great career at 140. The weight division is stacked with great talent like Teofimo Lopez. You got fighters who are moving up to 140, 147. So this is the weight class to watch. This is the fight to watch. The best fighting the best. And when I started Golden Boy, that was my vision. To have the best fight the best, and we're here now today. I'm super excited because when you build a star, you have to fight in New York. You have to fight here to become the best, to be the best. And so I'm very, very excited, thrilled that both fighters are willing to be the best and fight the best. So thank you very much. I will now have the pleasure to introducing my partner, a legend, a champion in the middleweight division, a two-time division champion. That's Bernard Hopkins to say a few words. Bernard.
I'm gonna be quick. First of all, I'd like to thank dazn. I'd like to thank everybody that had a lot to do with putting this fight together. All right, you got your word in, but listen, this what I want to make clear to everybody that's out there. This match was talked about years ago by Bill Haney, who came and asked me at a fight to make this fight, or at least try to influence it so it can happen. And I say that to say this, is that time do continue to move forward. And now, as we hear, and I've spoken this fight to an existence years ago, if you need some receipts to back up what I say, go to B-Hop the Alien and you'll see the video on my Instagram. So, hold up. So, now that we are here, a lot of us gotta be mindful what we ask for. Because what you ask for, you might not want when you get it. And so, this fight here in New York City, out of all places in the world, especially United States, this is the Mecca city to fight. And to get your, to me, this is the place that you must come through to get your stamp or birth certificate approval of greatness. And when you come through New York City, whether it's Madison Square Garden, now the Barclays Center, you must show and prove, because one thing about New Yorkers and one thing about being on this East Coast, we show the world that you better come right. And so these two young fighters, young men, not kids, gotta understand that to be great, you must do great things. And the best in the division, like the Ray Leonard divisions, like the 70s division, the 80s divisions, or the 50s divisions, the best fought the best, and that's what Golden Boy set out to do. That's how we spoke about this is how we wanted to do this. And we started off with what? We started off with Ryan Garcia. We started off with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis and kept the momentum. Now, as all the sanctioning bodies and all the boxing fans, whether you biased or non-biased, you're starting to see a trend. You're starting to see a contagious fight by fight by fight, not only by us, by others. It sparked a flame in the boxing world. So let's not forget, because some have quick memories, but they have bad thinking and bad memories. So to everybody that understands the greatness of fights, this is one of those fights that can go down in history. Because I believe that both guys have the talent to change each of those minds that go in them rounds by round and be the winner. This fight here has a fight superstar stamped all over it, and I believe it will be.
Bernard, you want to squash the beef? For real?
We don't have no beef.
Okay, there we go then.
We don't have no beef.
There we go.
See, when it comes to knowing, and my partner can verify this, Oscar, when it comes to knowing greatness, I lost my first pro fight. And I told Ryan in the dressing room, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. And you must understand that, because the great ones that came up from wherever they came up off the ground, out of the penitentiary or anywhere else and they became great. But it's very few who will continue to keep that mindset that it ain't over until it's over. And Ryan's career starts with this fight here, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you, Bernard. Next, I would like to invite Devin Haney's father, manager and trainer Bill Haney, who has done an incredible job shepherding his son to the top of the boxing world. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney.
First of all, I want to thank Allah for making this whole thing possible. I want to thank Oscar for having that fine, beautiful blue suit on to try to distract me from the shit that the alien just said. Because I'm telling you, I don't understand it. I didn't understand it then, and I still don't understand it now. When I came to him with business. I came to him with the best fighter in the world. And I came to him, I said, I'm going to go to proper protocol, and I'm going to approach you, and I'm going to bring Devin to him. I mean, I don't know where the animosity came with a bullshit plan. He says he's from, and he was in the penitentiary, and you know, he keep making these references back to the penitentiary, where some things that if you've really been in the penitentiary, you just don't bring up. The alien still seems to think that he can highlight that and somehow give off the image that he's doing something for the people. Well, no, he hasn't. You know what I mean? It's lucky that he has mended his same thing with my good brother right here, Ryan Garcia, and the brown people, but definitely everything that he's done hasn't represented me or what my people stand for. So I'm gonna get past that part. And I'm gonna say what a wonderful fight that this is and a wonderful opportunity to first, Eddie Hearn, Hall of Fame promoter within himself that Devin and we've been working with for quite some time. But I knew that this was going to take something special. And the assignment that Devin sent me to do was to approach the only human being that's a Hall of Fame fighter and a Hall of Fame promoter, and that's Oscar De La Hoya. Okay, and I put the onus on him. I said, listen, when you were a Hall of Fame fighter, you fought everybody. So as a Hall of Fame promoter, I put the onus on you that you are now going to make the fight between two guys in their prime, just like you did. And if you don't represent that, then I don't see you as the Hall of Fame promoter. And he assured me that that's just what he is. If both fighters wanted to fight, that he would assure that that had happened. And he was a man of his word, and we made it happen. As far as Ryan Garcia and this whole thing about New York not being the place to make this fight happen. Well, I know that being from California, you can be tough, you can be the king in California, but if you ain't came through New York, then you ain't made it for real. I know that I know this, that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, so that's where we came. I mean, it was a no-brainer. I mean, if it was Brooklyn, it was gonna be, if it was Madison Square Garden, it's gonna be, it didn't matter. And let me let you know this. It doesn't matter the state or the place, because Devin is going to beat up Ryan's pretty little face.
Okay.
And there's going to be some men that are going to be happy. And there's going to be some girls that's going to be crying. Because by round 5, down goes Ryan.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Thank you. One more thing to not only Oscar De La Hoya, but also Holly De La Hoya, who's so underrated, who did a lot to make this fight happen. And shout out to Holly. I know she came up with the idea for the conference entrance with you beautiful girls. It wasn't Ryan's idea. It had to have been Holly. So shout out to Holly De La Hoya.
It was my idea.
I know Holly. I'm telling you, I'm messing with you. You couldn't think of nothing like that.
I swear, ask the girl. Did I come up with it? Yes. Thank you.
Pay her. Daddy, chill.
Next, I would like to introduce someone who has become one of the go-to trainers for the world's leading fighters. It is my pleasure to introduce the two-time trainer of the year and Ryan Garcia's head man in the corner, Derek James. Derek.
Hello everyone, I'm really happy to be here. I would never thought that, to be another big event. Part of this was Devin, was a great fighter. His father brought him a long way. Me and Ryan getting together, and I think it's gonna be a really great deal. I can't wait to show everything we're working on and show just how good and how much improvement Ryan is making constantly. And for him to become WBC champ, so Mauricio, we always been the family, to have champions always for the last 8 or 9 years or whatever. So I'm looking forward to that, and let's get it, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Derek. And now for the fighters, it is my pleasure. This young man, at such a young age, he's daring to be great. These both fighters here, at the tender age of 24, 25, are fighting the very best at a young age. And we don't see that anymore. This fight here truly is the best against the best. And when I saw Ryan Garcia for the first time throwing his punches, fighting in the amateurs, I did see something special. And he's proven it many times over. And it doesn't mean just because you lose one fight that your career is over. It means that you have the opportunity to get right back up and prove to the world that you are the best. So it is my pleasure, and thank you very much for making this this fight easy. It literally took 5 minutes with a handshake to make this fight, because both guys are daring to be great. With a record of 24-1, 20 knockouts, Ryan Garcia.
First of all, I'm gonna start this on a serious note. I know you guys see the throne, you guys see me coming out like a king, but I just want to give glory to the King of Kings, Jesus Christ. When I live my life, and I let him lead me in everything I do, so I want to start there. And second, shout out NYC, was good. Yeah, man, I see y'all, man, it's love. It's just a big opportunity for me. When I first came into the game, I just wanted to make a bunch of money, and then I did that. But now I want to go for the legacy. I want to go for the belts. Devin's in the way. I'm on my vengeance arc. I'm ready to get back in blood and everything. So I'm coming straight for his neck. I promise you that. I promise you, I'm coming straight for you. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. I'm talking about ugly. You're going to need a help him, I swear. You're going to have 3 opportunities to save him. It's going to be bad. Anyways, all I got to say is this, man. Shout out my team, straight up. Shout out my team. My team is great. Shout out CC, shout out everyone. Matty B, Demi, all of them, Ajay, the whole crew, Gunner, Gaines. Shout out Bernard, shout out Oscar, shout out everybody. Even shout out Eddie Hearn. You're not even... Okay, I'm going to explain this, all right? I love NYC. Everybody thinks I'm hating on fighting NYC. I love NYC, personally. I do. And my whole thing is this. If we can do May 4th in Vegas, why not? Why wouldn't we fight in Vegas? That's cool. But look it, if it's NYC, it's NYC. I'm gonna get to him here at the Barclays, April 20th. So be it. Let God's will be done, not mine. So I'm straight up. If he wants, we'll fight April 20th. I'm gonna destroy you anyway. April 20th, May 4th. You could pick a date tomorrow, right now. Like, it doesn't matter. Anytime. What are you talking about, bro? You always talking, bro. You're the most enjoying one in the group. I like your hair. I remember when you were a baby. Remember that. The one with the afro. I remember when you were a baby. I've been knowing you for a while. You know that. Anyways, I'm going to beat the shit out of him out.
Yeah, the question is, are we going to hear and the new or still? What do you guys think? At just 25 years of age, there's not a lot that I can, that Devin Haney hasn't accomplished in the sport of boxing. He is undefeated, 25. He's undefeated, he is 2-time division world champion, and he fights anyone and everyone. So on April 20, he will look to become the face of American boxing ladies and gentlemen, the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world and current WBC super lightweight champion, Devin the Dream Haney.
First off, alhamdulillah, without him, none of this would happen. This is a great opportunity for me and my family, a great fight for the fans. We know that, Ryan does not want the fight to be here. Behind closed doors, he's tricking the people. He's doing anything that he can to make the fight go to Vegas on a later date. But the fight needs to happen on April 20th at the Barclays here in New York. It's going to be a hell of an event. And listen, we've seen Ryan quit before. We've seen him take a knee before. And on April 20th, it won't be no different. The zone, they put the bounty up, and on April 20th, I'm capturing the bounty, and we come home with the victory, inshallah.
All right, who you guys have winning? Devin or Ryan? And still or New York, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We will now pose the fighters for pictures. Thank you.
We'll do a quick Q&A first before we get to the questions, get to the photos with these two guys. Ryan, I wanted to ask you, Devin has been kind of on your radar for a number of years now. You guys are around the same age, fighting the same weight class. The day he beat Regis Prograis, you went on social media and said you're ready to fight Devin Haney. Why is now the right time for this fight?
I explained this before in the face-off, but I felt like he was picking up steam. He finally, became like more of a draw and like big potential for a great fight and a great event. So I seen him, obviously every time he fights it's mid, it's like whatever, but he did a little better this time. So I was like, all right, let's do it, let's run it. And this is just the perfect timing. It's for the WBC bout. It's at a healthy weight, 140. Everything's on the line. I think this is the right moment, and that's why.
Devin, why do you think he's so eager to fight you now?
I think that it makes sense. I've been wanting to fight Ryan for a long time, and we can say he's eager to fight me, but we don't know. If he goes on another jog with Floyd, he might pull out again. So we don't know. We gotta see. That was a good one. Okay.
Dollar bill.
Devin, when you guys first squared off in the ring 4 years ago, there was a friendliness to it. There's a friendly rivalry there. Over the last couple of months, it seems like it's gotten pretty personal between you two guys. Why has it gotten to that point?
I spoke on this earlier. I heard some things that Ryan has said about my religion, which me and Ryan talked about it before, that he said that he didn't say. So, I'm not going to hold him to that. But at the end of the day, it's personal now, and it's bigger than boxing. We've been rivals since we were 9, 10 years old, and now it's time to seal the deal. It's time that when it counts for everything on April the 20th. I think I want to just address that real quick. Obviously, we did it before, but I'm not here to disrespect him like that. I don't want to disrespect anybody's religion. I'm gonna keep it like that, and he knows I apologize to him if I did say it, but I didn't. But he says I did. But I just want to shake your hand. Hey, I'm not even like that, bro. All right.
Hey, but since you're telling the truth, then what did Floyd tell you? And did he tell you something to beat Devin? Or, come out the closet with it, Ryan. Y'all working together. It's late and everybody is in it. Tell the truth, Ryan. What did he say?
Wait, what do you mean? What did he say? I don't know.
He said when Floyd met you and he showed you the quote-unquote sparring session and told you. So you got confident because he done told you how to beat Devin.
I'm not. No, he didn't tell me that.
What did he say?
I already told you what he said. I'm not lying at all. I want to know what you want to know.
Someone in the hot
I don't
seat.
understand. I don't understand the question. Listen, Floyd didn't show you that motherfucking tape. Listen, he did. I'm not, bro. Why would I lie?
Listen, why he show you the tape then?
He just showed me.
He just popped out the tape.
We were in the car and he was like, "Yo, watch this." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Listen, he's lying.
Bro, why would I cap about this?
I don't believe
Think
Floyd
about it.
like that. I don't think Floyd do nothing like that.
Anyways, you were 19.
I
I'm
do.
not gonna hold that against you.
I'm gonna tell you. All of them is
Tank
in it.
was way
All
older.
of them
I'm
is
not
in it.
holding
They
that
all in
against
it. They all ended, they're going against Devin, and what you're gonna see is the face of boxing, and you're gonna see the new way of watching boxing, approaching boxing, crossing platforms, making promoters come together, working with the great WBC, and that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see Devin the Dream Haney victorious and still, and he's against all of them.
Bill, calm down. You sound like Don King now. Let's get with the questions, man.
Now, wait a minute. We finally get a chance to hear from the guy that ran amateur boxing, Henry Garcia, who was the judge, the referee, the parking attendant. He did everything in USA boxing. Am I right or wrong, Henry? Did you and your wife
I got it. Let me answer this.
Bill,
I'm talking
that. Let me answer this.
No, listen. Were you the judge or the referee in amateur boxing?
The bottom line is they both met in the ring, like they're gonna meet this.
No, I'm talking about amateur boxing. I was pissed off.
Okay,
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Who cares?
You don't control this one.
Did Ryan give
you
Haney his first 8 counts? Just tell me that.
Wait, let me
Did he give him? He sure did. So come on, Don T, let's go.
No, look. I know he's trying to switch it because he was a referee. His mom was a judge.
All right, wait, let me explain this though. The reason why my mom became a judge, my dad, because we didn't have no money. They would give you free hotels if you were a judge. That part.
Right.
Fuck you. You in particular.
Ryan, let me ask you, Devin is coming off a dominant win over Regis Prograis. He's widely considered a top 10 pound for pound guy. What makes you believe that you have what it takes to beat him?
I can go all day long. I'm not even gonna get into that. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
He know he don't. He know he don't have the skills. He don't have the IQ. Listen, he don't have the heart. We seen him quit.
Use that tank line again, please.
We seen you take a knee. And on April 20th, it won't be no different. When it gets hot, you quit.
You hugged the whole round. There's a whole round you were just holding. That's crazy.
Listen, have I ever quit like you did? Okay.
I'm not even gonna make him quit. I'm just gonna knock him the fuck out.
No, you're not.
Devin, your father likes to make bold predictions. He told me earlier this week that you're going to knock Ryan out in the first round.
Listen, if he get in there and he violate, he get in there, he get reckless, he will get caught. Like we've seen him get caught before.
Have you ever got a first round knockout? No cap. Did he ever?
And listen, when he go out, he gonna retire. Yeah, this
I'm
will
gonna
be your last
retire?
fight.
You're
This will be
crazy.
hey Ryan, if you get knocked out the first round, are you gonna retire?
I'll give you my word. Come on now.
So are you gonna come the first round like? Are you gonna come like you come at Tank and you gonna come right?
I bet you wish I did that.
Are you coming forward? Right? Are you coming forward? Like we just
We're not
probably
gonna
said
give
he was
away
gonna.
strategies here. We're not gonna give away strategy. We're just gonna win. That's all.
Hey Henry. Hey Henry.
Come on, Bill.
Why is that funny though?
This shit ain't worked since amateur. Pass it back to Derek James. Listen, is he gonna come forward? Wait. Like Earl Spence. Wait. Let me tell you, Derek James has trailblazed for guys like me. He represents straightforward boxing, no nonsense, no talk, no none of that. I want to know, is he going to listen to Derek James and is he going to be lean like Texas, lean on Devin, or is he going to get in there and start bullshitting?
Derek, no, he don't got no fucking discipline. Derek, you know he don't got discipline.
It's none of your business. Let's just
Derek, let him know.
Ryan, you obviously have that big right hand. Does this fight for you end in a knockout?
Yes, it does, but I want to just mess around and knock him out with the right hand. I just want to do that. I hope that happens.
Because we know you're a one-trick pony. That's all you
See, hey, how funny would it be if I knocked him out with the right hand and he said that? That shit would be hilarious.
What if I knock you out with the hook? What if I knock you out with the hook? What if I knock you out with the hook?
That's impossible.
Okay.
Well, it's not impossible, but that's like a crazy thing.
Impossible.
All right. April 20th, these two will be back here in New York City at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, live on DAZN Worldwide. Tickets will be available in the next few days at the Barclays Center. Right now, I'm going to face these two guys off.
Go, Devin.
Look straight to this camera. Let's look straight here. Look straight here.
They got Kelly in the middle. She.
And still. And still.
And guess what? I'll drink a beer and but what you think behind it? I will drink it. I know you want me. Oh, nah. So even when I did, I'll drink it. How about that?
Ryan looked like the villains from Miami Vice.
What do you want to do?
Man, you better back your bitch ass up, boy.
Right away. One with the hat. Yo. Hey, Mafia, with the hat. Yo. Yeah, jacket. Hat. I want to go wave, man.
Get out of the way!
Fuck me.